All right, we're back at it. The League Podcast Season 5, weeks 1 through 5, I believe.
Yes, sir.
We got Bag and Fryles. Gentlemen. We deep in this thing. Season 5. How you feeling, Fryles?
Feeling great, man. Great start to the year. Season 5, everybody kind of settling in, seeing what they got. It's a good time.
Bag work. Just before conference play kicks off, how you living?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm having a good recruiting year, so I'm always in good spirits when I can do that.
It's called stealing, but it's good to hear that. Good to hear that. Back at it again with the new conferences. Let's jump right into it to see how they're shaking out. We'll start with the ACC. Fryles, right now, any surprises? Any team you want to specifically look at real quick before we do a deep dive?
I like just watching Auburn play. I feel like every time I see him play, he's playing pretty good ball. So shout out him, and kind of what I expect to start. I'm not surprised he's 2-0 in the conference. That's, I think, one of the heavy favorites we were saying to start. So yeah, shout out Auburn.
Wins over TCU, Washington, and Miami to start the year.
I didn't get to watch that Texas game, but I wonder what happened. I mean, Texas, it can get you for sure, but 42-17 is a little surprising. So I'm curious what happened there. I don't know if y'all watched or anything.
No, it was too late for me. Too late for all of us, matter of fact.
Exactly.
So, let's see. I see 2 and a possible losses. I don't even know if I see them. I see 1 and a possible.
I mean, I think a lot of these teams in there can get them. That new Wisconsin user is decent. He got a little team boost as well because his team was by far the worst in there. So he's got a few players now to go with his team. He can get a win. I don't know, especially if that's at Wisconsin game.
Yeah, it is. Who's Wisconsin now?
Oh yeah, he's from Zev. Well, he's in a bunch of leagues, but we were in Zev's league most recently together. He's solid. I mean, he's definitely. I wouldn't say he's like a playoff team in Zev's league or most of the leagues I'm in with him, but he's competitive for sure. Definitely can do some things, and he played his first game with that team with no roster whatsoever. So I gave him a decent boost. He has, at least an 80 starting at every position now. So he's doing all right.
Gotcha.
So he's a little roadblock, especially on the road. That will be an easy one. Who else he got in there? Georgia's got a 9-9 overall team, even though he smacked Georgia the first time he played them. Ole Miss, yeah, that'll be a good one. USC, Arkansas, Alabama. I mean, he can lose all those. Those last 4, I don't think he can win all 4 of those, but he also can lose.
Alabama's out of conference.
Yeah. Still sticking with Auburn as my pick, though. I mean, I think he wins more of those than he loses.
Gotcha. Let's take a look at this Georgia game. Losses to UCLA, Miami. Forced win versus Colorado, and a convincing win versus TCU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see it.
Frost, please convince me. You picked him this week. Convince me that he goes 500.
I don't even know if I can convince you that because I don't know if I hope that's what he does. I think he's got the team to do it. His mindset is better than maybe other years. But my pick for Survivor was, no offense to the TCU user, but at home, I don't know. That was going to be hard for him to lose, more so than me speaking highly of him. But his team, as we talk about, he does have one of the top 10 teams in the league roster-wise, so he's got that going for him. He's just so inconsistent. Um, it's hard for me. I wouldn't bet on that myself, so I can't really convince you. I can just say that he's got the roster to do it, and his quarterback is good enough that he can't use that as an excuse. It's also year 5, so anybody listening, if you're using your quarterback as an excuse, we don't want to hear it. I'll tell you that right now. We don't want to hear it. But I don't know, man. I'm biased, so Billy Bagwell could be the better answer. That's my cousin, so I want him to be good. It hurts me. It hurts to see the family just not getting it done. But yeah,
He can't go 500.
I mean, I could see him.
last
I
8
could see him
games.
go. I could see him go 500
He
in
literally
the
just
last
gotta go
8.
5. Yeah, you gotta. He just has to win 4 of the last 8.
Oh,
make it sound so simple, but
I mean, I think he could. I mean, I think he loses. Well, one, he gets a CPU win against Georgia Tech, so that helps. Then, but I think he loses to Florida, for sure. Actually, I don't want to say for sure. His team's so good, like he has a chance. But I think he loses to Florida. I would say 8 out of 10 times, and on the road versus Georgia and Ole Miss, who are the top teams in his division, or who are in the division with him. And those 3 are probably the top. Well, Arkansas too is proven to be one of the top teams over there. So I think he loses for. I also wouldn't pick him against Auburn or Ole Miss on the road.
Jesus. The more you
Arkansas
talk,
at
the worse it
home.
sounds, sir.
I don't like those 2 for sure on the road. Arkansas is playing really good ball right now, coming off a big win. He at least has them at home, so that'll help. But Arkansas's play style can be a little bit hard to contain. I think Arkansas gives him problems, maybe gets that one too. So that's 4 L's right there. So then if he wins the ones that he should win at home, Oklahoma State, at home, Penn State, at home, Wisconsin, he can get all of those. But I mean, is he a favorite per se? I don't.
nah, he's not a favorite at all. For me, as you're breaking it down, I think that Arkansas game, like if you don't get Arkansas game at home, yeah, I don't think he's getting it done. I think
Yeah,
that's the game.
Arkansas is kind of tough. I mean, he's real.
No,
real
nothing
good
against
ball.
Arkansas, but like of his winnable games, that's one he can maybe get at home, at
Yeah.
Auburn, at Ole Miss, and then against Florida.
Florida's neutral.
Yeah, Florida's a neutral site, but I mean,
Florida's
I don't
neutral
got him beating. I don't got him beating Maul.
I don't think that-
I just don't. I don't think he can beat Maul. Maul's got to play bad ball to lose that game.
Mhm.
So
Dang. Okay. I tried. I be pulling for you, and they always bring me back to reality with the quickness.
he might get 500. 500. That's a good goal for him. I feel like that's a step in the right direction.
Improvement. That's all. I guess that's all we can ask for. Speaking of
Mhm.
Arkansas, Georgia next week, as we just saw, and then home for Ole Miss, at Penn State, home for Wisconsin, at Alabama, at Auburn, Missouri CPU.
Look, I mean, he's been playing really good ball, man. I mean, of recent. I thought he won that Oklahoma State game. So dang, if that Oklahoma State user shows up, I don't know if Georgia can get him either.
He can definitely get him.
No.
Sorry, Oklahoma State. He can definitely get him. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, I know you.
Oh, yeah,
played
he
it.
was
I played
riding
Oklahoma
high.
State
That's-
last week. So, yeah.
He was
I had
riding high in that game.
I was in Flow State though, so maybe not. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway,
I mean, your team's also one, you're a better user, and 2, your team's better than Georgia. So I mean,
is it? I think better than Georgia's.
yeah, I mean, Georgia has 99 overall because he has no players who are like bad. But I mean, he also like,
think
I mean, you have 2 running backs who are like, you have the best running back in the game. I think you have 2 of the top 5 best running backs in the game. Plus, you have Bryce Underwood, who, regardless of overall, is a monster. And I mean, we can kind of go from there. I mean, your receiving room's shitty, but I mean, like, as opposed to Georgia, where it's like, I don't know if he has any like great players really. I mean, he just also doesn't have any player who's like
Yeah.
bad. So that's why his overall so good, because it's like he doesn't have anybody who's like a 60 overall on his roster. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I also can't. I haven't looked at his roster, but I'm trying to think like who did he use his legend as a tight end. So I mean, it's like besides that, And even him, he's an 83 overall freshman. I mean, so he's kind of.
What do you think, Brock Bowers? I'm assuming.
Yeah, he took Brock Bowers, which
Okay.
I mean, I get it. Tight ends can definitely be dynamic. I'm not mad at the pick, but I feel like I don't know. You could have gone other ways too, but Brock Bowers isn't bad. Tight end, having a dominant tight end is definitely, if you use them the right way, for sure, can be a problem.
I was a little confused about that. You had like Todd Gurley, Herschel Walker.
Yeah, you could. I don't know if he had.
Days.
I don't know if he had a freshman running back. He has so many. I mean, but even still, he had freshmen somewhere. Like you could have. There are definitely positions that you're going to use more often, like a dominant tight end. A dominant quarterback. Wow, I can't speak. A dominant wide receiver. At any of those positions, slot or outside, he had good options. He could have had an absolute freak of a running back. I don't think he had a quarterback to upgrade, but obviously, the quarterback's must use position. Could have had a great linebacker. But tight ends they can be a mismatch problem for sure. So
Do we trust him to exploit that?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like it could have just used. You could have used it. I'm not mad at the pick, but at the same time, I think
a little bit better value elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Since we all got Auburn bagwork, who you got to face Auburn in the championship? Mind you, the top UCLA and up. Oh no. How are these?
It's hard to. You can't really see the
East and West.
You can't really see their division. You can press one more on left trigger and it'll take you to East and West, but it doesn't show you the division record though still. So
Gotcha. So I guess out of the East, do you see anybody taking Auburn to make the championship game?
I think so. Yeah, I think Ole Miss definitely is capable of running the table. And Arkansas has been playing really good ball, or he's gotten some big wins. The last 2 weeks, both from the other division. So I think he still has to play everyone on this side in his own division. But he's shown that he can definitely make a little bit of noise. And Georgia's team is so dominant. But I just don't trust him to be solid. So I think there's some runs for your money, but yeah, I would say Auburn's definitely the favorite. I think Auburn's the only one with an out of conference win. Ole Miss almost got one against Florida State, but Auburn's showing that he can punch above his weight class already, so he's got to be the favorite there for me.
Fries, you changing your pick on that one? Or are you sticking with Auburn?
Nah, I think Auburn should handle business. I think he's actually a pretty good user. Respect to Auburn. But yeah, I can't even. I think he's gonna handle business over there.
Gotcha. Out of the West, Fries, you see anybody? Who are you picking out of the West to make the conference championship? I'll just start there.
Man, UCLA. I think UCLA is the best team over there. People pick USC for Survivor. I guess they had kind of a bad loss, and I don't know who he played really, but heard y'all talking about it earlier. So, okay.
Arkansas at home.
Yeah.
Shout out Arkansas though, man. It's a good win. But now UCLA, I've seen him. He's gone toe to toe with some of the best players in the league. So I like UCLA to handle it. Who are his losses to? Nebraska. Okay, so yeah, again, like week 1, 35-32. And a 1-score loss to Florida State too. So,
okay.
Shout out UCLA.
Yeah, he plays good ball. I think he's definitely head and shoulders a favorite. USC can play good, but he's also kind of I wouldn't even say he's inconsistent. I think he's pretty consistent in what he does, but I think there's people can figure him out is what I would say. So
Gotcha.
that's kind of the biggest thing.
All right.
And the rest of them haven't really shown. Washington, I always think is going to do really well, but he just hasn't. So, and the rest of them haven't really shown me too much. I mean, Oklahoma State did beat Arkansas, first one conference win. So we'll see. He's been MIA this week though, so for him it might be a does he show up and play every week situation.
Gotcha. So right now everybody has kind of pegged UCLA, Auburn in the conference championship, and if I am mistaken, bag the top two get promoted to the Big 12.
Correct. If you win your division, you're going up.
So good to see that.
Would you consider those, like, how set in stone are you on that ruling? That's what's gonna be.
I feel like that's what's gonna be. Yeah, I mean, I can't really change it after
My
yeah.
My only counter would be if, like, somehow they had a third team that was, beating dudes in the Big 12 and beating, like, had a great year but just didn't win his side of, win his division.
I don't know,
like Florida, for example.
I don't know if we talked
You know
about
what
it.
I'm
I think you said if they make the playoff, they automatically get bumped as well, right?
I definitely didn't say that, but I mean,
No?
if that were the case, yeah, we would have to consider that for sure. If you're playing that good, but I mean, I don't think anybody in the ACC is. I think the only person.
You don't think Florida could?
Florida's Big
Florida's
12.
in the Big 12.
Oh, never mind.
USC is the only. USC beat Baylor, so I mean, he has a big win, but I don't think anybody else in the ACC has, besides Auburn, who we think is going to go up. And you saw UCLA is competing with teams in the Big 10 SEC, but those two we kind of expect them to go up. They might end up in the top tier when it's all said and done before we get to 27. But yeah, the rest of those dudes in there, I just haven't seen it to where they should be in some type of consideration to even go to the Big 12 at this point.
Gotcha. Speaking of the Big 12, Bag, what have you seen so far from the Big 12?
It's all kind of still just kind of mucked up. I mean, Oregon got a huge win today at Alabama. So, shout out to Oregon. That's a big statement win for him. Outside of that, Iowa has a big win over Texas under their belt at a conference. So, I can't believe I even brought them up to potentially drop. But also the other team we brought up to potentially drop, Miami, just beat Texas too. So I wonder if it's those two teams are going to be good in the Big 12 or Texas is going to be bad in the SEC situation. But they both beat Texas. Texas A&M has looked competitive. He beat Arizona State from the Big 10 and almost caught UNC. He's probably had the toughest schedule in that conference and is still 2-2, which says something. Plays Baylor next week, might get another big out of conference win. So I think he's set up to have a good year. Michigan, you beat South Carolina right before he moved.
Yeah.
So that was a big in-conference win. I hope you and Florida can play because I don't want that to affect the situation. But yeah. So who did you lose to?
Alabama.
Mm-hmm. So
sorry. Bama and Florida State. Rough start. Dang, she got me a short straw. Sorry.
But you're in the mix. You know what I mean? So, I've seen good things out of these teams. They all look solid. I mean, I think that division is going to be the most intriguing for sure. Because I think, I don't think anybody's really the favorite to go down or win.
Gotcha. Out of the Big 12 files, who do you think the most consistent is?
GoDaddy Arrow uses AI to create everything you need to grow a business.
Give me 1 second.
It'll make you a unique
Yep.
logo. It'll create a custom website.
I'll throw that same question to you, Bagwork. Which, with the way you set the conference up, who do you think the most consistent is? Because I think
the most consistent. I think the most consistent is probably Iowa. They're gonna play good ball on a regular basis. The thing is, they just have the worst team out of anybody. So that's the drawback with them. But they're gonna play. They're gonna be able to pass the ball. You know what I mean? They're gonna be able to do some things on offense. I think a lot of times it's just can he get the stops? But I think he'll be solid. I mean, you see he's playing these teams. I mean, he's kind of got whooped up a little bit by Arizona State at home, and at Ohio State is always tough. But that game was closer than the score. And he pulled one out in Texas, where I don't think he ever really might not have ever really been losing in that game. So even though this was a really close game, I don't think he was losing per se. But yeah, it'll all shoosh, and then he's got that Nebraska sitting at the end of his schedule. So I mean, for him to make the playoff, he's gonna have to do really well in conference. But I think he's capable of doing that. So
Gotcha. Did he play J Roth last year?
did he play J Rock last year? Maybe not. I don't think so.
Gotcha. 'Cause
Um,
just looking the last four on his schedule could be rough. I assume we're all kind of giving that Nebraska game away out of conference, but
yeah, still on the resume though. Yeah, I mean, at Texas A&M will be tough. That's tough for anybody. At Florida with the new user, he's really solid, so that'll be a tough one. Oregon will be a tough one, as we just saw. He went on the road and Bama got a win. J. Roth, I mean, there's no real, in the Big 12, there's no days off.
I'm back also. Sorry about that.
gotcha.
All good, brother.
So at 2-2, for him to make the playoffs, you think he has to win the conference?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's gonna have to go 6-1 in the conference, and so that'll probably mean if he gets he'll have 4 L's. We'll need a conference championship win to make the playoffs.
Frowls, I was asking, who do you think the most consistent is in the Big 12 right now?
That's a good question. Most consistent. I think I might, as far as like just knowing what you get, and not talking about like ceiling. I think Iowa plays pretty consistent ball. Like his style of ball is pretty steady, and he may not have the highest ceiling of doing stuff, but I think you get a quality game almost every time. Looking up the rest of it, Terrell, you play pretty solid too, though. I feel like you don't really maybe you don't pull out the games at the end, but it's rare that I see you just get blown out. It's usually like a one-score game or pretty close. I'm looking at like J. Roth. You clearly can't count on J. Roth. Might do anything. Chucky's also probably in that mix, but I've seen him lose some games where I just don't really understand how he lost them. So yeah, give me Iowa, maybe slight Michigan, and I still need to see Bama play more. I got to give him more time because I just haven't seen him play a lot.
Gotcha.
Oregon too, I think deserves mention. I mean, I think he plays pretty solid most of the time. I've seen him lose to especially when his team is just very overmatched, like playing a Big Ten or SEC team. I think he pretty consistently loses those games, but I think in this division, you can expect pretty good things from him. I mean, as you see, everyone in there has played 4 games besides Florida, and he has the most points for and the least points against. So, I mean, I think he has 1 CPU in there, which may be inflating those numbers. Yeah, he does. So, but at Ohio State, as we said, that's a tough game, and but he's doing all right.
Conference is still, I guess, tough to peg. Are you still picking Iowa for the conference championship right now?
Yes, definitely. I think best. Am I saying that? I don't want to go that far. Yeah, I was gonna say best user, but he's pretty good. Easily one of the top three in there. Got a good team, proven against good opponents that he's gonna go to battle with you. So yeah, Oregon. though, you might have put me on game with Oregon. I'm open minded with Oregon. Maybe he's finally got his team right, settled in.
Because he's been the same user for what, the last 3 seasons now?
Yeah, he's had him since year one off season. So he's been there for a
Complained
while.
about him since year one all season two. So I will say I've seen less complaints this year from him. So hey, maybe he's finally.
Nah, he was
They
just
got
in my DM today saying that his offense is shitty. He was saying his offense is shitty, but his defense is good. But
As he leads the
he was
conference in
able to.
points for. That's what he said. Okay.
Well, he has a 50-point CPU win.
Yeah, I mean, take the 50 away, he's still up there. But yeah, I got you.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think he'll be a threat. I mean, to me, I think he's in third place. I wouldn't be surprised if he makes conference championship, but for me, I mean, Terrell, once again, I think you should be in there, but I don't know how it happens to where you're not in there, but
We're working on
because
it.
you play good ball in general, but I would say it's Iowa and Texas A&M's situation, and then Oregon, Michigan. Got to throw J. Roth in there. I mean, really, all the dudes in there have a shot. But if there was someone who was a step ahead, I would say it was Iowa and Texas A&M.
Gotcha. Before we move on, I do have to ask both of you a question about Texas A&M.
Mhm.
Why isn't Texas A&M better? And then I don't know if that's a loaded question, because you guys are both speaking on like consistency, potential, and team. From what I've seen and what I've played, and recruiting pipelines, I feel like he could easily rock in the Big Ten SEC, but he's not. What trials? What do you think is stopping him from being there?
Yeah, I think maybe a bit of a loaded question, like you said, because probably a lot goes into that. I've seen him say in the chat multiple times, like he'll have a top 10 class, but he doesn't feel like it's impact players. Like he'll get normal devs or dudes that don't really end up amounting to much when it comes to actually play the games. I can't really speak to that. I don't know. Some of that I feel like it's just luck, like the dev trades and stuff. So I don't know. That's tough to pinpoint. As a user, I mean, he just said he can beat pretty much anybody. He beat Okenzo this year. I've lost to him before. I'm pretty sure he's got some other big wins. It just seems, I really can't put my finger on it, but I feel like he's always just close to getting to that next step and just never quite gets there. Like that last game, he lost by 1. UNC. He's at home. Like to take the next leap, it probably would be just finishing that game, somehow finding a way. Because he's as good as, he definitely could be in one of the top 2 conferences. I mean, no question there. Skill wise, but just performance, it seems like there's always just a piece that just doesn't quite get to that next tier. And I'm sure he would agree too. Like I think he's close. It just never seems to work out. Like at LSU, most people aren't going to win that game. That's a tough game. UNC at home, also a tough game, but like to take that next step, it probably be just finding a way to close it out at the end. So we'll have chances to do it. Hopefully for him, he can. I don't know. I feel like you and him are like pretty similar in a lot of ways. Where for the most part, I don't see him get like blown out It just feels like when the time comes into the game, the play doesn't get made or his team doesn't do what needs to be done. But it's really like the margins are thin there, I think. So, hey,
Gotcha.
he's active in the league, and Chucky's a cool dude. So I would like to see him get it done for sure.
Bag. What you got for me on that one?
I think one thing that Fryles hit on that was definitely key is, his classes. He's had some bad luck with his classes. I think he's definitely gotten some decent recruits that came in as normal dev and impact dev, and it's a gift and a curse too being with Texas. I mean, he has great pipelines down there, but he also has a ton of competition with people who are very good recruiters. He's got Texas. He's got Oklahoma, he's got LSU, he's got, Nebraska. I mean, a lot of people are trying to come. Baylor on the low key, you know what I mean? So that he's getting attacked from all angles. And so, like, on the one hand, he does have the benefit of good players coming out of his pipeline, but he also has dudes attacking that pipeline at every level. I mean, the 5 stars are everyone's on the 5 stars, but then the dudes underneath, you got a lot of dudes who really do a good job trying to come down there and get players. So it can be tough. And he's still done a good job in terms of getting in players, but he has, man, if you bring in 20 recruits and 10 of them are normal dev, I mean, that is definitely tough. So he's had that happen to him, I think twice. But that being said, his team is really good. He had a guy get in the Hall of Fame, which is major. So he's got Myles Garrett on his D line. He has Manziel at quarterback, who had a nice little offseason of dev, and now that he's playing him full time, probably he'll get a dev upgrade, so he'll be really good. He stole away one of the best safeties in the game from me. Even though hopefully he goes in the portal again and we can get him back, but that's a story for another day. So his secondary is loaded. I mean, he has a really good team out there. Regardless of that, he's had some good luck in the portal, and some of the players he's had has been there. So his team is good enough to be in the Big Ten or the SEC. For me, if I had to try to pinpoint something, for me, I think on defense, his defenses are, if you're playing, especially a lot of the users in the Big 12 and definitely in the Big 10 SEC who can read coverage shells at a pretty high level, then I think people can figure out what he's doing defensively and dial up things to beat it. Like when I played against him, I mean, I could tell when he was, like a lot of people, but some people do a better job of disguising what they're doing or running a certain, they might be in a cover 3, but they're manning dudes up and certain people, and so things end up not being open after you make your initial read of the coverage shell. With him, I think he runs a lot of stock defenses that it's like there was one time in a huge play when we played against him. I read cover 3, and he's rushing 3, running cover 3. I dialed up a bomb. The bomb is wide open. He ends up getting pressure with 3 dudes and getting the sack. But I know he's going to run this again, so I hurry up to the line, 4th 17, see no adjustment. I'm like, all right, cover 3 again, bomb's open. And I ran. This speaks to his defense, because it's like I had the confidence to run a 4th and 17 from my own 4-yard line, run a cover 3 bomb, and get a 96-yard touchdown. So, I think if I had to pinpoint something, I think that's the big difference, because he is a good user. He's pretty good with his user on defense. If he lurks you, and starts causing turnovers, it can be a really tough game for somebody. But yeah, I think defensively, being able to dial up more pressure and mix up coverage shells would make a big difference for him.
No, I think it's a really good point on coverage shells, defense in general. Because I'm not speaking about Chucky, because can't say I watch his streams that closely to tell, but you'll watch some streams and you'll see like they'll just pick, I'm just gonna come out in regular cover 2, not send pressure and make no adjustments, and then they get dotted up like the whole game, and they ask why. But if you don't send pressure or at least disguise something, like the players in the league are too good, people play too much, you're gonna get carved up. A lot of that is Georgia. Georgia always asks, like, what do y'all do on defense? My answer is usually like just something. Like we got to either man somebody up, just manually blitz somebody, like do whatever you got to do, something different. But dudes are too talented, play the game too much, understand the game of football too much, like to sit in a cover 3 all game and do nothing different. Like, you're gonna lose most times doing that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Listen, they trying to put y'all on game. I don't know if y'all taking notes or not, but switch up the coverage. So, man, somebody do something. That's what they're saying. Just don't come out and stock defense. Listen, dropping gems and ain't nobody taking notes. Gonna move on to the Big Ten, and I want to switch it up. Bag, looking at the Big Ten, who is the best recruiter?
Oh man, that's an easy one, dude. Come on, man. Me. It's not even close. What are we talking about?
Then how does Nebraska have a 99 overall team? How does North Carolina have an overall?
I think we all do.
Yeah, Notre Dame, Carolina, Nebraska, all 99 overalls.
But who's all right? But still, out of this, we're all 99. But I think most people would say that I have the best roster if you just go look at my team compared to their team. I mean, that's the only reason I can really compete a lot of times is like, I mean, my team is pretty superior. I mean, if you just go to, you can just go to national. Oh, you don't even got to do. You can do however you want. There's however you dice it up. But
we'll stop it.
I mean,
first, since we're already up here.
I mean,
a real 99 overall.
Yeah, like I have the best corner in the game. I have the best safety in the game. I mean, I have 3 of the top 8 quarterbacks in the game. I probably have the most speed.
Crazy.
Probably have the most speed. And probably have the best receiving core, even though none of them are spectacular, but all of them are very good. I mean, I got the best young players. Some of probably the most. Not saying I have the best young players, but I have probably the best collection of young players besides maybe Tennessee, obviously. But I think me. But if I had to go second, best recruiter in there, I probably would say it's UNC. He does a really good job with less, I think. And then Notre Dame and Nebraska are also no slouch. But North Carolina's done a really good job, man, through portal and through. But you see, relative to my team, I mean, he has 3 dudes over 90. I probably have 15.
Which is, how are we getting to a 99 there? It's my curiosity. I don't know, but
I don't either.
A lot of that has to do with the bottom of your roster.
Oh, the depth.
If you don't have that many dudes who are I think, I mean, I don't know the answer, but if you don't have that many dudes who are very low, if most of your team's above 80, which his team seems to be,
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? You see,
Okay.
So it's you don't have your team, nothing really dragging your team down per se.
Fit on the line.
Yeah.
Okay, he just.
But I
doesn't
mean,
have
he's
anybody
definitely
really below. Doesn't have a lot of dudes below 80. That's why. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But I mean, he's done a pretty good job, man. I mean, he's got a. I wouldn't say he has. He has a good team. I still would say Nebraska's team and Notre Dame's team are definitely better. Florida State probably are. I think it's probably I have the best team. Then probably Notre Dame has the second best team, and Nebraska's right there. And then probably UNC, Florida State, and Baylor's probably got the worst team, but
happening here.
Yeah,
this cornerback also. I know your overall corner is better. That Diawara might be better though. He might be the only dude.
Just as a player, yeah. I think Diawara is the best corner in the league.
I had to play him. He
99 speed and blanket coverage.
He's a problem.
So this is crazy. I mean, I'm sure I've mentioned it on here before, but so Diawara, right? Me and Nebraska, I think he's this is the first recruiting class I want to say he was in it. So I ended up getting 2 5-stars corners out of that class, and Diawara was a third, and I was winning on this guy the entire time, trying to take him out of Nebraska's backyard. We get in a recruiting battle. Long story short, Nebraska ends up winning the recruiting battle. But then his deal breaker, Nebraska, whatever his deal breaker is, it dropped for Nebraska. So he decommitted from Nebraska, commits to me in the offseason portal. And then the game glitches. And he was a 5-star gem, by the way. Came in with 96 speed. Was immediate. As soon as you scouted him, you knew he was going to be ridiculous. And he flipped to me, but then once the season started, he was on Nebraska's roster, and he's been there since. So we really fought it out for that guy. But yeah, him in that 99 overall corner, and a corner who was like a 96 last year and left for the draft after his redshirt sophomore year, so it would have been a redshirt junior this year. Those 3 were the best 3 in the class, and I got 2 of them, and this one slipped away painfully. Because he's a monster. I mean, he's problem out there. Makes plays
Hall
all
of
over the
Famer,
place.
we think? Does he have the stats for it?
I don't know. He probably does. Because he gets a lot of picks with bro. I always see him making plays. How many INTs is that? It's a little too small for me.
3,
16?
14. I mean, touchdowns. 14 is no slouch for sure, but touchdowns? Question mark. 5 touchdowns. Yeah, probably 5 touchdowns is a lot.
Get an argument. Also, just impact wise, anybody who's played him, that dude stands out a lot. Like,
Yeah.
who's his corner? Why is he run? How many times I asked, why is he running with him? And I'm like, Diawara. Happened like 4 times when we played him just last. He's all over the field.
Yeah, and tons of big wins, conference championships. He's doing his thing. I don't think he's the best DB though. I think I do have the best DB in the league, by the way.
Your safety?
The safety. I think it's the safety.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
But sheesh. He got him out the ass. And I mean, this probably doesn't even totally cover it, but yeah, he's won the Nagurski himself, Bednarik, Thorpe. Yeah, he's the lock for Hall of Fame almost. Just a matter of what year can he get in. Well, I guess this year he'll graduate, and I think Nebraska's back up for another I think he's eligible. So I think this guy gets in. I think I don't think last year who got in for Hall of Fame last year. It was Watkins from me. Ohio State's running back. Georgia got a player in, Texas A&M player. Yeah, so Nebraska, this guy gets in. I think he's a lock for this year. Yeah.
Cool. So just make sure we get that headshot.
Yeah. My bad.
That works. Back to the conference. Fraz, you got any surprises for us? Sorry, let me get back to that. Out the SEC before they get into any conference play. We have any surprise upsets? Sorry. Yeah.
The SEC?
Sorry, we were just in the Big Ten, weren't we?
Yeah. In the Big Ten, though, surprises in terms of how they're playing so far? Who am I surprised by?
Yeah. Who did Notre Dame lose to?
That's a good question.
Expected. Well, he can compete with everyone,
Ohio State.
I expect that to be a good game, and yeah, that's about
both of those games. He said that he got hoed at the end of the game on some. I think I saw the Ohio State one. He had a 4th and 1 from the 1-yard line and got kind of hoed. That would have changed the game, and I think something also happened in the Nebraska game. So I mean, they were good battles.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Navy win next week. Surprises though for me, it wouldn't. Notre Dame. I think I'm not surprised.
Baylor lost to USC though. That's a surprise.
Yes, a little rough.
Is it? If you look at this team.
Oh, if you look at this team.
No, it still is because Baylor was just in the semifinal of the league, regardless of team. That's a skill speaks to his skill, and he won the conference championship pre this whole tier situation. And USC's like all-time record in the league is certainly below 500. So yeah, that's a bad loss regardless of anything.
What's up with his recruiting? What do we think on his recruiting?
Baylor.
Yeah.
Bad school
I think
grades,
it's-
tough pipeline.
Yeah, he's in the same like tough pipeline situation with Texas A&M, and school grades aren't as good as Terrell astutely mentioned. And I think this is only his second year being a 4-star. I think he was 3.5 stars, or maybe even 3 for a season.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have the points. So I mean, he's just in a tough spot.
Okay, so we'll get more break there. But
Yeah. He again, great pipeline. It's just you got Clemson, LSU, Bama, Ohio State, Notre Dame. Any big time school has a decent pipeline out of Texas, so it's not like winning the state is super easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Kind of feel bad for him. He needs to win that Texas A&M game. I don't think it's a must win for Texas A&M. I mean, well, it is for him to make the playoffs, but for Baylor, it's like we need this to keep that 4 stars more than anything, because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. That USC loss hurts for that reason, but then it's like, okay, he's gonna get one more forced win, and he'll play TCU, who he should beat. So that'll bring him to 4 wins, but he's got 5 losses staring him in the face, where I'll be surprised and happy for him, but surprised if he can get a W in any of those.
Mm-hmm.
So that Texas A&M one will be big. If he can get, that'll be 5 wins, and then he ends up sneaking one. Well, wait, that'll essentially probably be his 5th win. And if he can sneak one more, he's bowl eligible still. Maybe he keeps 4 stars. So big win for big game for him. That'll actually probably be grudge match for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Trials at this point between the Big Ten and the SEC. We know where the talent level is for everybody. At what point do you think recruiting gives you the advantage over stick skills?
I think it definitely can serve as a lot of tiebreakers. Like if y'all are close on, actually playing the game, and like Nebraska team's a 99 and Baylor's is a 87 or whatever we talked about this now, that's gonna make a huge difference, because not only are you gotta out user them like by just a crazy amount, you gotta be a much better user that day, and like your team's not gonna give you too many breaks in terms of whatever it might be, instant pass rush, or like a corner who can just kind of change the numbers a little bit. You could just leave him in man, he's good. So I think it does matter a good amount, especially when it's that big of a gap. Because now, like, you got a huge team gap, and then also you're playing, like, Nebraska's also a better user, for example. It's just a lot to overcome. Yeah, and those elite ones, I think it matters even more. Any advantage you get is it turns out to be just massive.
Gotcha. Bag, since before you guys start conference play, who do you think? I guess Nebraska's already 2-0 in conference. Outside of yourself, who do you see pulling through?
Yeah, I don't know where he went either. Sorry, what did you say, Terrell?
As far as I know, Nebraska's already got 2 games played in conference. So outside of yourself, who do you see pulling through in the conference for the Big Ten?
Notre Dame plays really good ball, man. A lot of times it comes down to turnovers, but he's been playing really solid this year. So he'll be in the mix. It's kind of hard to call it, but I want UNC or Florida State to really, remain solid through the year and be able to pull it out. And in my opinion, I think I think Florida State can do it. His offense is really high powered, and can be hard to stop. So, I think he has a shot. If I had to pick someone as a dark horse, I would say it's Florida State.
Gotcha. Okay, head to head. Florida State or Notre Dame? Neutral field.
Neutral field.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Florida State.
Ooh, okay. Frowls, same question. Head to head, Florida State, Notre Dame at a neutral field.
I'm gonna swear I'm a hater, but if you're asking me who the better user is, I think it's Florida State. But Notre Dame's team is like that. Like, he's got probably a top 5 roster in the league. So, and he beat me last time we played. So I'm not talking crazy about Notre Dame. I'm really not. But I think Florida State is still probably slept on. I don't think dudes really know that he's very good, especially when he's on. When he gets in that mode, it's not fun to play against.
Gotcha. All right, moving on to the last conference, the SEC. Is everything okay at home, Frowls?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're all good on this side. It's just the gauntlet of a conference. So, Tennessee doing what he does. Ohio State off to a good start. Zevi's in here too.
Tennessee's actually going dumb.
Yeah.
148-24 is crazy.
His team is at that level now we were talking about. Just giving that extra little boost. He's already good, but like, his team is.
USC.
He also hasn't played nobody really.
Yeah, I was gonna say kind of a weak start for him, comp wise.
Well, because him and other people too don't want to take protected rivalries. So
why not though?
you tell me. Ask them. Why, I don't know why they don't.
I will ask. I will ask actually after the podcast. I'm wondering why.
Him. I'm trying to think who else is in the main conference who doesn't take them. Him. FSU hasn't taken any. UNC hasn't taken any. Oklahoma hasn't taken any.
They're not really they don't really duck smoke like that. From I don't consider any of those to be like running from comp kind of dudes. So I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't think Arizona State has either, but Arizona State, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he probably just isn't paying attention to all that extra. But the rest of them, yeah, they know what's up. I just feel like they just don't want to do it. They don't want to play those dudes. I mean, not that they're scared of them in the sense that, they have the highest coach. They win the games, right? But it's still, they don't want that extra one.
Gotcha. Out of this group, who do you think the best recruiter is?
Tennessee. Easy.
Maybe with like the smallest asterisk of all time. Given I'm not gonna harp on it, but we know what's happened in the past, but not. He's
crazy.
Yeah,
Don't
nice.
break that up.
I had to because that's the only thing you got. Really, that's the only way you can discredit him. Is that because he puts up crazy classes every year.
Yeah, I mean he's finding a way for sure. Definitely think it's him. Probably the best recruiter in the league. And I think he's got a clear gap between him. And then if I had to go past that, I would probably say the next best. I'd say it's a toss up between Oklahoma and Texas. I'd say it's a toss up, but Tennessee's got him.
Gotcha. All right. We're not letting it slide this week, sir. Gentlemen. We're here.
The power rankings. Okay.
Yep. Time to put your feet to the fire. No ducking the smoke. No, everybody's good. Is there anybody at the bottom? Baylor is at the bottom. So what is that? Top 12 users right there. Yep. 12 in the top 25 for the power rankings.
Okay.
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you, Bag. I wanna see where Frowls has Notre Dame already. Who you got in the S tier, Frowls?
My S tier is Tennessee, and Nebraska are firmly in there. And I'm gonna hold at 2, but I always give Oklahoma respect, but I think
Disrespect
as a
Zach. Go
user,
ahead. Don't put him in. Don't
no,
put him
no,
in S because
no,
you like
no,
to
no
scream
disrespect.
at us.
Nah, I gave credit last year. If we're talking about just user skill and current form overall, I think those two are right now playing at a different level. So I'm gonna keep it at 2. Tennessee, Nebraska.
He's 4-0.
Not enough.
Ohio
Not
State
enough.
just beat Baylor by 40.
Good player, great player. But nah, I can't put them in the S tier.
Top 25 team by 40.
Impressive win. But is that we'll get to Baylor. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll get to Baylor. But I think those two are playing the best ball in the league. I can't put anybody else in the tier if they played. I would not pick. I don't think they're gonna lose. They can lose for sure, but I just don't think anybody's really fucking with them right now.
All right. So let me talk to the person with some sense. The person that don't want to do things with hater blockers on. Bagwork. Who you got in the S tier, man?
Well, I mean, I just think I just recognize who the dudes have played, but yeah, I agree. I think it's Tennessee and Nebraska, for sure in the S tier, and I'm definitely putting Ohio State in there. And the reason why is because maybe outside of Nebraska, potentially, and I don't even think that's true for Nebraska. I think Ohio State's had the toughest opening 4 games out of anybody probably in the league. I mean, he has wins over Notre Dame, he has a win over Iowa, and a win over Baylor,
Crazy.
and a win over Oregon. And I mean, Oregon's potential favorite, borderline favorite in the Big 12. So I mean, he's beaten the favorite in the Big 12, a borderline favorite in the Big 12, a very solid top tier team, and last year's semifinal on the road, and smacked the fuck out of him at that. So I mean, yeah. So he's in the S tier right now. I think it's those 3 up there at the moment for me.
Frowns, would you like to adjust?
No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at, because to me, to be S tier, you really gotta be one of them ones. And these wins are impressive. There's no way around that. These are impressive
Crazy.
wins.
Crazy. Previous national
But-
championship. Don't
hey.
hold no weight here either.
I can't give, not from 4 years ago. I can't give him that. But
Listen,
he's playing
Ohio State be
elite
holding on
ball.
to stuff for a long time, so
I know he can't wait to play me again, I'm sure.
I'm talking about real Ohio
It
State
may be part of
fans,
it.
So
Oh, okay. I mean, them two for sure.
I mean, we just won last year, but continue.
Here he goes.
exactly.
Exactly what he's saying.
We're the current national championships. If you didn't know,
All right, what about conference champions? Are y'all
I
the
just
current
got
conference
s-
champions?
I couldn't be.
does that matter?
It doesn't
Does
matter.
that matter?
My question.
Well, hold on. So we're gonna start talking about teams.
All right, let's not do
Yeah,
this now.
let's-
Let's not do this now. we'll get time with them. But Ohio State, really good player. Maybe part of it last time we played, I did smack them, but again, that was last year, so I might be doing a little dirty. I can admit that. I just think Tennessee and Nebraska are playing at a crazy level right now with their
Okay.
teams, like how they're playing with their teams. I don't think Ohio State is like as good as those two. That's all I can say. I don't think he's in the same tier.
So I'd say, besides me, I think the last team to beat Nebraska was Ohio State. I think Ohio State's beaten them twice. He beat them for a conference championship, and I think he beat them another time in the regular season as well.
When, like last year, last season?
No, it's been a couple seasons probably, but last season Nebraska was undefeated all year.
Was he?
Yeah, till the playoffs.
Oh, he beat me in
Yeah.
overtime. Okay, no, you're right.
Yeah, so.
It's cool.
But anyways,
Yeah.
Even more. I
Fries
don't
no
know.
respect game, but it's okay. Moving
No, I
on
respect
to
it.
the A tier. Bad work. Who you got in the A tier?
wait, but Terrell, who's your S tier though? I gotta know.
I'm putting Oklahoma in there.
So you got 4, or you got?
Can we go to
3?
Oklahoma's? Can we go to his schedule real quick?
Yeah, he's kind of played nobody. Besides South Carolina is decent, I would say. We could say. And the Florida user before, I mean, I don't know. He's pretty bad when he doesn't have his custom to use. He's pretty shitty.
We think
But
this is S tier, Terrell? We think this is S tier level start to the year?
You didn't put Ohio State in this tier. Why are we questioning me?
I mean,
Well,
I
you
think
put it you put it
I
S
also
tier.
I also think putting Zevin S tier right off of. I mean, he won the Natty last year, so there's that.
It's like
That
crazy.
could be a valid point of data. He's coming off the Natty to put him up there. I had him in my S tier to start the year because of that too, but I was going to put him at the top. Personally, I was going to put him at the top of my A tier just because he hasn't really played nobody this year to kind of
I
get over
got
that
you.
hump.
But yeah, I have 4 in my S tier. It'd be Tennessee, Nebraska, Ohio State, and Oklahoma. Not and my tier personally are just you're in the tier. I'm not ordering a tier. So yeah, bag. Who you got in A tier? You said Oklahoma top A tier to start.
Yeah, I would say I'll put Oklahoma at the top of A tier. I probably, if I had to do it in order, I probably would put Oklahoma myself. Then I probably would go North Carolina and Florida State in the A tier, and last team in the A tier. Actually, I might not have a last team in the A tier. I think last team in the A tier, I would still put Arizona State. I mean, they only have 1 loss, but I also don't know if they have any wins that really matter. But actually, no, I can't put Arizona State in the A tier, even though I think he is that good. But yeah. Oh, actually, no. Yeah. All right. So he got Iowa.
Lost to Texas A&M, no.
Yeah, and he has the CPU win. I'll put him as my last in A tier because that Iowa win is a good win, especially on the road. Putting 52 points on the road, I'll put him as last in the A tier. He's 4-1 still. He has 2 CPU wins too. So I mean, really, he's essentially 2-1. That Ohio State game will say a lot about where he's really at. But yeah,
Gotcha.
I'll put him as my last spot in the A tier.
So Oklahoma, LSU, UNC, FSU, and ASU for your A tier.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Fries, who you got in A tier, sir?
I think I'm having a large A tier looking at this.
What's
Not really
missing?
ordered. I put like a mini A tier though. Is Ohio State and Oklahoma. You can coin flip there who you wanna. They're both playing good ball, so either one of those two. Then a little mini tier break, and then UNC, Florida State, LSU, and Arizona State is tough for me because I think user wise, yeah, he's in that mix. He got Iowa though. I'm gonna give him his respect, man. Okenzo could beat anybody in the league, so he's in my A tier too. Maybe the bottom of my A tier, but he's in there.
Okay. Feeling slightly generous today?
I guess so. I mean, they're all good players though, so I can't put
Oh,
nobody I can justify as. Maybe I'm doing Iowa dirty, I guess you could say.
I'm asking who's good. I'm asking what tier are they in.
A tier.
How does-
I think I'm staying on that. I'm gonna stand on that. I think they're all
I
A
think
tier. Oh, Arizona State it would be the only one I would maybe change, but if I'm I'm gonna keep him there. I'm gonna keep him there.
must really be the Christmas season because I believe that's the friendliest I've ever seen you on these
Who
tier
you disagree
rankings.
with though? Who's in there that's crazy? You think?
One, I'm putting OU. I got OU and OSU in the S tier. ASU got to be B tier for the loss to Texas A&M. And
I'm open. I hear that. I hear that a little
just because if we gonna hold them, you got to hold these dudes to the standard, right? You're in the SEC. Good win against Iowa, but you let Texas A&M come get a legend up off you or a team boost. You know,
bit. I mean, framing it like that is hilarious. You're right. I mean, you're not wrong. But we've given Chucky. I mean, Chucky's a good player though. At A&M is a terrible environment to play in always.
Okay.
I'm not. You
I
you'd
like
want
to
him to
take
win
the
that
names
game.
off of it, and because when I put the names to it, I tend to give more respect than if I just say it like this. We talk big and bad about the SEC, and you took a loss from a Big 12 team.
It's facts. It's
Good
facts.
point.
It sounds way different than I'm like Kenzo put up a tough battle against Chucky, who we know could get anybody at any time.
Yeah.
That sound different, but it's literally the same story. But if I take the names out of it, man, top of the top, 99 defense, 97 overall, took a L to Texas A&M in the Big 12. But that's just me.
I do feel you. I mean,
Definitely
I
fair
put a
argument.
lot of I gave him a lot of credit on just history of performance over years, but I feel you. I mean, he snuck into the very last spot of my A tier personally.
So, but again, it is what it is. It is what it is. What you got for that A tier? Bad work. Oh, we already did your A tier.
I already did my A tier. Yeah,
Yeah.
Frow's got to do his. I think.
No, he did his. He
I did
said
too.
OSU, OU, UNC, FSU, LSU, and ASU. So I think I'd have UNC, FSU, LSU.
That's it.
Yeah. Do 1 second. Who did he lose to? Yeah, that's it. I have 3 in that one. All right, bag work. Who you got in B tier, sir?
Can you go to Frow's real quick? I'm trying to get this dude squared away.
Yeah. Frost, who you got in B tier, sir?
Yeah, my B tiers are gonna be Iowa. Well, if I'm doing it in order, I put Notre Dame over Iowa, so I would go Notre Dame, then Iowa, and I don't think I'm putting Baylor just in their current form. I know he was good last year, but I can't put Baylor in my B tier. So I rock out with Notre Dame and Iowa.
Just Notre Dame and Iowa.
Yeah, because unless I'm missing the teams. Nah, yeah, those two, and then Baylor. We said Baylor's in my C tier. So that's it for me.
Gotcha. I would like to put Notre Dame in the A tier, off of respect of what they've done, but their schedule doesn't lend themselves to an argument for me right now. Good win, but to be that top tier, to lose to Ohio State and Nebraska, again, their schedule didn't lend itself to himself this year, but or at least early. You got Iowa and B tier. Iowa has a 1 user win.
You're saying I'm giving too much credit. So you think you should be lower?
I don't want to say you're giving them too much credit. Just there is, I guess, a side of me wanting to err on the side of caution for this season. We know what he is and what he can be, but he's lost to every other user except for Texas so far.
Best part, Iowa, if you're listening, you get a chance next week to let them know what tier you really belong in. Can't beat that.
Because you beat Michigan? What's that mean?
Yeah, Michigan's a good user. At Michigan, that'd be another quality win.
They're in the same conference, so don't know if that goes for much, Sometimes you gotta, if you want to hang with the big dogs, you gotta punch a little bit above your weight. You can't be welterweight talking about I'm bad and then put you at 154 and all of a sudden look a little light in the pants, I don't know if you got any boxing aficionados in here, but
Yeah, a little bit. I get you though. Get you.
so who are we really missing? It's just Baylor at the bottom, right?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I'm
Hopefully
back
we
by
get
the
more
way.
users in there
When
too.
you're ready for my beat here.
Well,
Gotcha. Say that one more time for us.
I just said hopefully we get more users in here as the weeks go on. Like seeking the back half of that top 25.
I
Be good.
think we should. Hopefully, the ACC will kind of round itself out to get us one or two in here, and then we should be able to get one or two more in if we get somebody. If somebody gets a strong run in the Big 12 moving forward. So
Word.
bag work. B tier. Who you got, sir?
B tier. Hold on, let me look back at who we got left because I'm gonna put everybody left in the B tier. Top of the B tier, I'm gonna go Notre Dame because I think they're only not in it because they've had some two really tough schedule as you guys mentioned, and they played them both well. But still, I'm gonna take them down from the A tier. They're sitting right at the top of the B tier. Second in the B tier. Man, we got the head-to-head, so that makes it less tough. So Iowa would be next for me in the B tier, and then Texas, and then Baylor. I think that's everybody.
Mm-hmm. That is.
It's 3, 5, 4, yeah. So
Frau, so you got Baylor in your C tier?
Yeah, by himself, just based on current form. I think he just got smacked, right? Ohio State just smacked him. Am I wrong with that?
No. You are not.
So, yeah, I mean, that's a little bit of a tough one. And LSU loss is still, I don't know. I think that one's a little rough. And you got a computer win, and then pretty much 2 computer wins. No disrespect to the other user. Yeah, it ain't looking great right now.
Okay. Backward. Talk to me about this Clemson game. I'm looking at the team. I've seen the scheme. And I got you with A tier right now.
Mhm.
With a loss to an
yeah,
unranked
for me,
Clemson.
in my opinion, a ton of EA in that game, and I can't really say nothing else about it. I don't even know where to start. My quarterback was missing wide open, like 3-yard, no pressure zig routes for first downs. My receivers were dropping passes untouched for first downs. I killed 2 drives. I missed a 30-yard field goal. That was some bullshit. I kicked an onside kick, bro, picked it up and returned it for a touchdown. I fucking
Okay.
couldn't catch a break. Bro got last play of the game, bro runs around, the best DB in the game, who we said is on my team, in my opinion. Runs around him for a 96-yard touchdown the last play of the game. It was already game was already over, but still, it was just a lot of bullshit like that. There was a cover 3 bomb that was wide open, and his like DB like glitched out in his favor and like stayed in the play, and he wasn't supposed to be there, and ended up getting a pick. It was some bullshit. A lot of things went right for bro. In my opinion, his bum ass only threw 100 yards fucking passing and still put up like however many points he got.
2 QB system? What happened here? Like,
my quarterback got hurt.
Okay. How'd it
So,
feel with the lefty?
I mean, he was all right. Like, I wouldn't say he was bad, honestly. Especially for the way things were going. Like my dudes were dropping balls and shit, and like so it was decent to have some legs. So whatever.
Gotcha.
Another play, he gets a touchdown on like he runs a read option, makes the wrong read on the read option and keeps it. My defensive end is sitting there waiting for him in the little like you know how they sit there and like shuffle their
Yeah.
feet. He makes the wrong option, keeps with his quarterback, and then after he keeps with my quarterback, the DN chases the running back like after he had already kept it, houses it. All right, bro, fine, have it your way.
Frowls, you supposed to be like, get good. Skill problem.
Well, I was waiting for you to ask me what happened. I was going to say just belt to ass. It's really all you can say. But nah, I I got every break in that game. I can't even say that.
You
because
can. You absolutely can.
I could say that, but I'd be lying. It was shouldn't have been 46-9. I think I played better ball overall, but to get it to that final score, yeah, a lot of a lot of crazy stuff. But hey man, sometimes things go in your favor. Not complaining.
They do. They do. Well, that is all I got. Let's see. Let's go check these recruiting stand rankings real quick before.
Maybe a little upcoming preview. What we got?
Oh
Matchup?
yeah,
Oh,
you got
yeah.
to see that. Yeah, it'd be a good call for sure.
Going into week 6. Wisconsin, TCU.
Yeah, toilet bowl. It might make a game of the week though, honestly.
Toilet bowl. It's crazy.
Somebody's
It's early
leaving
there.
here. Somebody's leaving there with a dub. So, and it's conference game. So,
Yes, sir.
Washington, Ole Miss. A lot of.
This will be a good game, honestly. Could be. I'm always surprised at Washington when Washington like doesn't win some of the games it's supposed to be, but this is another great game. Wow, this is about to be game of the week too. 2-2
Yeah,
as
easy
well
game
in
of the week.
conference. Definitely.
You gonna sleep on Clemson, Oklahoma?
Oh, no. This is game of the week as well. So we have 3 already potential game of the week. So that's nice.
Tennessee, South Carolina, tough for a first user. I feel like that happens
First
a lot.
user.
That happens
Yeah.
a lot here.
South Carolina has a very easy schedule so far this year. I mean, not Tennessee does. Not to say that he wouldn't go belt to ass with a better schedule, but just saying.
Gotcha. Texas A&M and Baylor. Man,
Potential grudge match, minimum game of the week.
Nebraska, Bama.
Yeah.
Curious to see the
Blowout.
Arkansas, Georgia game.
Huge
Yeah,
game,
this will
I
be
think.
a really
Low
good game
key.
too.
Then
Yeah, might be a double grudge week type situation. This will be a great game as well.
it's a great slate this week.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State,
Mhm.
Texas.
Sneaky
Texas
game.
needs it's a good game. Texas is going to be at home. Texas needs a win very badly.
That might
Conference
not
game
even
as
play,
well.
low-key. I don't know if they're gonna match up. I feel like it's gonna be some. Anyway, hopefully they.
Oh, you
playing.
mean with the schedules?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true because I feel like the only way it's going to work is if we'll see. It'll be over the weekend, so hopefully that helps.
Right.
Yeah.
Another big one.
Sheesh, this one's gonna might not even make a.
Rivalry game.
That's gonna be major. That's a big game right there. There's gonna be some great games that aren't even on the game of the week or grudge slate.
And this
So.
is Florida State's SEC, right?
Yeah. So I
So,
mean,
it's big
if
for
Miami
them.
wins, they got some shit on the line.
USC, Penn State, USC. Sorry. Then we got UNC, Notre Dame. I was looking ahead. Excuse me.
Yeah, this is a huge game. Notre Dame has like 4 5-star recruits on visits this week. So he needs this win. Plus, he's taking 2 L's. He really needs this win. I don't know if he gets it though.
It's a burner. That's a great game.
Yeah,
Jeez.
this slate is. And then Florida user USC over to
Sheesh, that's gonna be a good game too. I mean, especially with that new user. I mean, he's solid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I make game of the week just because he's 0-3, but that'll be a good game.
Do you got anything else? Auburn and Colorado. I am curious. If y'all could just roll with me for a second to look at Florida's roster.
He said he's starting the freshman quarterback finally. The old user kept playing Tramel Jones. Questionable move.
90 speed. Accuracies and what's the throw under pressure? Decent throw under pressure for a dual threat though.
Yeah. I mean, the accuracy's weak. That's definitely a issue. But he has the badges and the speed.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure about this whole team thing. This team looks 93 star dev. No badges, but
Not yet. I mean, he's probably one of the best running backs in the class coming in. Definitely a top 5 freshman running back.
a little thin at receiver.
Yeah, wait till you get to O-line. See I mean, the old dudes are definitely a shitty recruiter for sure. Yeah, that line is nasty.
Okay, you got. How many people does he have on this team?
Not enough. Pure power is easily the weakest archetype on the edges. He has 2 of those. That sucks.
95 power move though. 83 blocks. 94 power move. 83 blocks. Let me. Do they show traits?
It's a fool's gold guy. Traits aren't as good this year. Like, last year they should tell you exactly what moves he's unlocked and whatnot.
Yeah, I
But
was like, oh, they don't. Okay. Me trying to be a little nerd, trying to. He has good players, just absolutely no depth.
yeah, no depth, and I mean,
Oh yeah, like
he's got some dudes. I mean, his line is terrible. His D line is, I mean, not ideal.
good speed though.
His corners are bad, but yeah, they have speed, but they're not good. Yeah,
Platinum House call.
yeah, he's got enough, but I mean, I think it takes him at least this season and probably next season to get this team right. Because I mean, I think this season he's still not really going to be able to recruit that well. He might get some guys in the portal. He's got to win some games, get his stars back up too.
Yeah.
But can we go back to the schedule? I gotta hear some takes. I gotta know what y'all think. Who wins these games? First we got
We'll start here. Make it tough. Frowls, who you got?
ooh, I know where I'm going. Easy call.
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Unanimous? Okay.
Yeah.
easy one.
Bag, who
Easy
you
ones.
got?
I'm gonna go Ole Miss, home field. Probably somewhat better roster, but I think it's a good game, especially if Washington shows up. He can definitely win.
Frowls.
Bag not loves, but he gives Washington a lot of credit. I haven't seen it personally myself. I think Ole Miss is a much better user, especially at home. So, expected him to smack him.
Who is Ole Miss?
Space Jam Zuzo,
And who is Washington?
Icy Cam.
Okay. Taking Ole Miss.
He just lost to Okenzo only
That's
by
funny.
Okenzo's grind team is dominant, by the way. He lost to Okenzo by only 3 in the grind last week, like 52 to 55, something like that.
The grind isn't real, bro.
That's what y'all love to say, especially Frowls, because he is shitty in the grind.
The grind isn't real.
It's a developmental
worse
league,
than-
man.
He's worse than Icy Cam in the grind. It's a shame too, because he has a Washington team. He has Tavian. It's okay. We'll see you next year. I know
Let's
you'll
say
be
that for the
back.
ground podcast, bro.
When are they starting that up? By the way, Chucky
Listen,
and them got to stop.
I
Stop playing.
sent Chucky the message. I was like, we locked in for Sunday, 7 a.m. No response.
Man, you know he not getting up that early, dude.
It's not.
Guess some dudes
He
really don't
asked.
want
He
it.
said in the chat. He said it was good. Yeah, I guess.
They
Anyway.
don't want it that bad.
And Georgia's definitely not getting up that early unless it's to go do a portal or something. He's not.
Yeah, like I said, listen, I gave you the opportunity. Just you see how bad these dudes want it.
This
Iowa
one is
beats-
going to be interesting. Who do you think is going to win, Terrell? How you think it's going to go?
Oh, I'm picking Iowa.
Home field advantage.
I'm picking Iowa.
Okay, good. You said you think Iowa?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said I don't think Iowa. I was like, yeah.
No. Listen, I picked that up from Nighthawk. Never pick yourself. So I don't pick myself anymore. I just let it rock.
Personally, I think Michigan gets a big win here. Home field, he has a better team. And I think his scheme is good enough to win this game. I just hope that he can close things out. You know what I mean? Play mistake-free ball. I think if he plays mistake-free ball, he wins this game. I think if he has an INT, that turnover bug slips in there, it goes Iowa's way because he can be a little bit tough to stop. But I think that Michigan can stop him though. Like I think Michigan gets some stops this game, but if he throws turnovers back, give him a chance.
Gotcha. Frowls.
Man, this should be a good game. I'm expecting a one possession game, and it's really Michigan. That's like your
They're all
kryptonite,
possession
so-
games, but yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Man. Michigan at home. I'm hoping you can switch the narrative up here. I'm gonna go with you. Get that done. I think it's gonna be a hell of a game. Iowa needs it bad too. I mean, both of y'all need it, but Iowa really
Yeah, right now. Well, I definitely need it because this is my third conference game already. So
yeah.
It'll be your fourth conference game because you have the UF
yeah.
one this week.
today, yeah, so season on the line early for me. Early. Quick question: I've never played at Michigan in any dynasty. Is the home field really like that bad at Michigan?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yep.
Definitely top 10 minimum.
It's rocking in there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're getting off one hot route
Oh, okay.
if you're lucky. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. Ooh, heavy hitters. Bag. Clemson, Oklahoma.
This is a tough call for me because I think at the moment I really think that Clemson's playing better ball than Oklahoma is, and he's had more tests already this season. But Oklahoma will be at home, and Oklahoma does have the players he likes. He has a 92 speed QB who he's going to run around with and shit, which can be tough to contain. And he just beat the brakes off of Clemson in the grind, albeit with an OP team. Give me Clemson, man. Give me Clemson. Upset. First upset of the season. Well, not the first upset of the season, but big time upset in the SEC. Really shake up the SEC season starting with this game because it's going to have a lot of implications down the line, I think.
Trials. Are we?
Not commenting on my game. I'll let you know that now.
I wasn't about to ask you. I'm just.
Okay.
We getting OVO Frowls or no?
It'll be a game time decision. We got to see.
Oh wow,
depends
that's
what time. It depends on what time of day that game's played.
that's a huge factor though.
It is. But now I'm trying to. That's the vibe I'm trying to be on this year. It's locked in. So that's the plan as of now. But
Gotcha.
you never
Since
know
you're not
what.
gonna give your opinion, bag. We got OVO Frowls now. We got a split personality.
I don't like OVO for us.
Okay, you like locked in Frowls.
Yeah.
You don't know, bro. You don't know. It's all right.
Look, he was playing bangers though.
Yes, sir. Classics.
Yeah. Nah, I don't like it. I'm locked in. But
You think OVO?
Yeah,
Frowls, if OVO Frowls shows up, you taking Oklahoma?
no. Well, no. I think Clemson wants to win this game. Honestly, probably needs to win this game. He needs another ranked win under his belt. He's trying to climb into the rankings, so this will be huge for him, huge for the conference. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he has the team to do it. You know, he has Bryce. He has great running backs. His style of play is going to be all right in that game. Can his receivers get open? But I don't think I don't think Oklahoma has the best secondary. So I think Clemson will do fine offensively, and I think Clemson finds a way to get a stop or two, and you know, holds on for a close win, hard fought on the road. I think.
Okay, I'm rocking with OVO Frogs this game. Tennessee at South Carolina. Does anybody have, or are we unanimous on this one?
Is this game within 4 touchdowns? We're going plus 27.5. Who are you taking?
Ooh.
I'm going. We don't see this game past 10 seconds in the fourth quarter. That's what I'm saying.
I'll take the under.
I'm taking the over, especially if the over includes no fourth quarter.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if this game gets completed without a pause and concede going on.
Yeah. Texas A&M
this is one of them ones.
Baylor. Frows. Where you at on this one?
This might be my upset special, man. Give me Chucky getting this done. I think Baylor's not playing great ball. I think his team is maybe going to finally catch up to him. I like Chucky getting this game. I do.
All right, Bag. Who you taking?
I'm gonna take Baylor here. I think this game's gonna be on the road. It's gonna be challenging for Chucky. I think it's gonna be a really great game. But I don't know if Chucky gets the stops he needs against Baylor, especially if Baylor's locked in. And you know, he plays that high speed type offense and whatnot. But if Texas A&M can't get turnovers, I don't think he wins this game. So
Heart says Texas A&M. Head says Baylor. We'll go Baylor.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Baylor. Prove me wrong.
I want Chucky to win because honestly, I think he has the hardest schedule of the Big 12. But I don't know if he gets it, especially Baylor. Had to relock in after that USC mishap, and you know, as I said, I think Baylor needs this win. Chucky wants this win. So, but it'll come down to, does Baylor recognize that he needs this win? I don't know. I don't know if he listens to the pod. I don't know if he looks at the schedule and he knows. I don't know if
did we lose you?
Yeah, I think he lost on there for a second.
Gotcha. Files. Nebraska, Alabama. You see this going any differently?
I don't. I think Nebraska holds that down. Yeah.
If you want to just type in the chat real quick. But we'll keep moving. Hopefully he'll come back here shortly. But Arkansas, Georgia, team difference is huge. Who you got?
Man, Georgia needs to win this game.
Hello. Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. I turned my mute, like it went on for a second. I thought it came back. I wanted to say one thing about Nebraska and Alabama. I had told Terrell before the broadcast, but in Zev's league, Alabama has Nebraska's number a lot of the time. He beats him a good amount consistently, albeit with a better team. But yeah, so that game could be interesting. They know each other really well, but you know, I still take Nebraska by 2 touchdowns at least, especially if Alabama's going to have Malik Washington at quarterback, which he will. So, yeah,
Gotcha.
Could get ugly. Best case scenario, 2 scores, but don't be surprised if something goes on. Some funny business.
Gotcha. Frowns, you like Georgia over Arkansas?
I definitely don't like them. They may win, but man, I don't like even picking that game. Arkansas probably been playing better ball. Georgia's team is better. Georgia's at home. I'm gonna say Georgia's gonna win, but I already know. I'm gonna watch the stream and just be shaking my head. I'm gonna say Georgia's gonna.
Bagward, you like Arkansas or Georgia?
I'm going to take Georgia to get a huge win here. If Arkansas can get the win, it'll really set the table for him to compete for a conference championship. Arkansas is playing great ball, but I'm Georgia with the home field. Hopefully he locks in for this one and brings it home.
Gotcha. I'm taking Arkansas. Y'all did too much convincing me early in the show to not like Arkansas. I guess if Arkansas could play, I don't even call it mistake free, just decent clock management, I think he can get it. Just stay consistent.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he has to do too much. Just play mistake free, and then quiet the crowd down, go up a big score, get a big play here, big play there. That home field advantage won't mean much to him after a while. So, moving on to the next one. Bagward, you taking yourself here?
I can't comment on my game either. I'm gonna say that. What I will say is
How did I get
UCLA is a very
into talking about my own game, and then nobody else talks about theirs?
But I will say this. I will say that UCLA is the favorite to win the ACC. We expect him in the Big 12 next year. He's a quality user. He has a really good offense. He can really attack downfield with he likes comebacks, curl routes, and crossers. And he definitely plays good ball. He'll have home field. It's a trap game if there ever has been one. So we'll be locked in and ready for that.
Gotcha. LSU 6.5 point favorite. Fries, who you got?
Yeah, it's a good line. I think you put it about right. I think it'll probably be decently close. I think LSU just team difference and probably slightly more consistent user. I don't think he'll lose the game, so probably get that done. But I'm expecting a good one, man. Be tuned in. Like UCLA's play style too. He kind of plays entertaining to watch games.
Gotcha. All right. Moving on to a big game. Texas versus Ohio State. Some would call him an A-tier user. Some might call him an S. Fries, who you got in this one?
I think Texas is playing kind of bad ball this year, man. I like Ohio State. Ohio State to get that done. It's like opposite forms. I think Ohio State's in good form and Texas is. So, give me Ohio State.
Gotcha. Bag, who you got?
Yeah, I'm in the same strain. I mean, I think Texas really needs this win, but I think that that consistent man coverage is going to aggravate Texas a lot, and I think Texas's strength of blitz packages is going to work against them here because Ohio State's going to throw it underneath over and over and over again, and is going to annihilate that blitz. And he's someone who loves to. If there was no rules in this league, he probably would man blitz every time. So he comes from that. He understands that. So he'll have answers for that pressure. And yeah, I think that man. Then what Ohio State's going to do on defense is he's going to run some man blitz, and he'll play really deep coverage and make you just stink and dunk underneath, and then he'll try to find answers in the red zone. And I think Texas is going to struggle with that. And I think Ohio State comes out with a win, potentially a big win. But I would love to see Texas win, just for the sake of, the league. But I don't know if I don't think it gets it done.
Gotcha. Same here. Ohio State's rolling, been consistent. I think his worst year, he won 8 games. So,
Yep.
hard for me to step away from consistent even after he changed his play style from people complaining. So I like Ohio State here. Miami versus Florida State rivalry, additional XP on the line. Um, I think what's that 3 position non or 3 physical, 3-10 non-physical. If J Rock can get
Correct.
it up here,
Yep.
who you liking this one back?
Give me Florida State. I think that J. Roth is able to play his game and do well here. I think he's able to get down the field. But I think Florida State also doesn't get stopped at all, and home field advantage gets J. Roth to throw to have a turnover of some kind. So give me Florida State, maybe plus 9.5.
Okay. For
Or minus 9. Is it minus 9.5? I don't gamble.
minus a half. Minus is the favorite.
Yeah.
I think probably maybe the highest point total of the week, if we had to say, like what we're expecting it to be. I think it's going to be like a 42 to maybe, I don't know, 30 game, 31 game. I don't know, but I'm thinking Florida State is too much, too high powered offensively for J. Roth to get enough stops. I think he'll move the rock, but J. Roth will probably have like a turnover or two. I'm expecting that'll be the difference.
Gotcha. Florida State. I'll take Florida State because I think they could slow down his passing attack. A lot of underneath. And I think once they recognize that, they'll be able to significantly slow him down, especially once they realize his backup plan is a deep crosser. So USC versus Penn State. Frows, who you got?
USC. I think they get that done. Penn State is I think still gotta get some things figured out to compete in the league.
Bad work. Anything different?
Getting this dude squared away. We got USC, Penn State. Honestly, I think this game is decently close. With USC being on the road, but yeah, give me USC probably by minus 9.5 as well.
On the road.
Yeah, Penn State just makes too many mistakes. I think turnovers. I think he consistently has turnovers and expects to make plays on defense that he doesn't usually get, and so, how it goes.
Gotcha. Yep. This is the we'll start with the hater first. Who you got with North Carolina and Notre Dame at home, sir?
Probably gonna be a surprise here, but I think Notre Dame at home gets that done. He's pretty tough to beat at home. I think he had one of the better home away splits. He's pretty good at home, and in a must-win too. I think that's rare. Show up, he'll get that done. Yeah, I'm gonna take him in a good game.
The rare compliment. Taken back by it. Bad work. How do you feel about this game?
You know what's interesting? Both these dudes, in my opinion, when they pass the ball, they play with such tiny margin, and when it's clicking, they're tough to stop, man, and they're making plays. When it's not clicking, they're those same throws that they're making. Some dudes can make adjustments on defense and end up getting picks on those plays, and you even can see these dudes get smacked. This year, Notre Dame has not been turning the ball over against high competition as much as he had maybe in previous seasons. Maybe he's taking a few less dabs right before the game, so that might be helping him out. But all that being said, I agree with Frows. Give me Notre Dame at home in a must-win with 4 recruits on the line. He has a top class essentially on the line. If he loses this game, he might not even get a top 10 class. If he wins this game, he might have the number 1 class. So give me Notre Dame to get it done.
Gotcha. I'm also taking Notre Dame in a close one. I just, like you guys said before, even teams essentially, and then, well, not really even, but Notre Dame with team advantage and home field. So, do you think Florida versus Oregon, first game for the new Florida user, versus Depot, Fries? Who you think takes this one?
I think that's probably a better game than you might think based on the records with the new users, but I think it might be like a one-game adjustment. He plays the game a lot, though, I know. So maybe not for Florida, but Depot just came off a big win. That's gonna be a really good game. Give me Depot, but I don't feel good about it. It's probably like a field goal game, very very close.
Gotcha. Bag, who you got?
Yeah, give me Depot. I think Depot is solid. Especially relative to this conference. You know what I mean? I think he struggles with teams who are in the SEC and Big Ten who have a team advantage and probably a skill advantage, if not minimum on par with him. But I think in this situation, I think he has a superior team with home field. He knows his team well. He's been playing with them for 3 seasons now. Give me Oregon.
Gotcha. Depot got run defense?
Depot says his defense is good this year.
Okay.
And in general, he plays pretty solid defense. I mean, I wouldn't say he's just like a mastermind, but if you look at his schedule, even in his losses, I mean, teams aren't putting up like 50 balls on him.
Gotcha.
So
if he has run defense, I'll take Depot. If not, it's gonna be a long day.
yeah.
And that's personal experience. So.
Well, I mean, this Florida team too. I mean, we looked at the Florida roster earlier. Their line is terrible.
That is true. That's true.
And Depot just told me that his defense is the best defense he's had in a while. So,
okay,
go
with the Ducks. And then Auburn at Colorado. Personally, it's not close for me. I picked Auburn to win the ACC. So, Bagwork, who you got?
Colorado is one of the users that I still haven't really seen play. I mean, I feel like half the time he gets a force L, and the other half I just don't watch his games. So, I mean, I've never seen him play, but yeah, still give me Auburn. I'll go as far to say doesn't get to the fourth quarter, or gets to the fourth quarter. Right, you know what I mean. Ends right at the start of the fourth quarter. That's what I'm going with. But yeah, it'll be. Hopefully, it does get played, and I know Auburn will stream. I'll probably try to tune in just because I haven't really seen Colorado play.
Yeah, same on this side. Hopefully it gets played. Just watching him schedule in the chat it don't always work out. I don't even think he's trying to not schedule well, but it's tough. It's tough to get two times the lineup, it seems. So if they play Auburn for sure. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here. Terrell said he had to go answer the door real quick. But
you know what that is? It's opportunity knocking. It's that time this week, man. Iowa. It's a huge win. He gets that win.
Who's he play again?
He's Iowa.
No. Oh, Terrell plays Iowa. Yeah, that's gonna be a big game. Who should be grudge match this week? Should it be a double grudge match week? Because I think we have quite a few game of the week. I could even get a 5th game of the week easily with adding that Wisconsin and whoever they play. I forget who they play, but yeah, who's the grudge match this week?
And Notre Dame is for sure. Should be one. You could put me and Zebby if you really wanted to. You could also put. There's a couple others for sure.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right with the UNC Notre Dame. So take them out. We think we still have quite a few game of the week. Texas A&M, Baylor, Clemson, Oklahoma is definitely one.
Ohio State, Texas, low key could be a solid one.
Ohio State, Texas, Georgia, Arkansas,
It's a great week, man.
We got some good ball. I feel like there's some other ones we're missing up there near the top. There's at least one I'm missing right off the bat. Miami, Florida State. I mean, there's a lot. I think I am going to end up having a double grudge, but we'll
Might as well.
see. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, gentlemen, that is all I got. Does anybody else have anything from the commissioner or Frost?
No, not too much. Oh, can we do one more thing? Well, I guess we could save that for next week. Let's save it for next time because we're a little bit further down the season.
Yeah, well,
But
deep in the conference play by then.
Yep. I was gonna say, who else
Like
is
week
who else
8.
are gonna be these Heisman? Who's gonna be these Heisman favorites? We know Diarra is the defensive Heisman favorite. Do we have an offensive favorite? Are there any other players around here who we in particular? Well, not Heisman actually. I meant Hall of Fame because Heisman's kind of, we know Tommy Frazier's gonna end up with that. The way he's juking dudes in the backfield and shit.
Crazy.
He's gonna end up with that one. I'm not gonna hold you. But I meant dudes who will be Hall of Fame eligible. But we can save that. That can be a little research project for next week.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we should do that.
All right. Well, if you stuck around this long, thanks for listening. If you don't like what we got to say, let us know in the Discord or change it on the field. Until next time, Frowls, Bag, myself, we're out and we'll catch you.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Deuces.